Nathan Kade stared at the photograph. It was worn, creased, and faded. Yet the image held him captive. A colossal, derelict spaceship filled the frame, its metallic hull gleaming faintly against the backdrop of a nebula. It was the Erebus, a colony ship lost for over a century. Nathan felt an unexplainable pull towards the vessel, a connection he couldn't ignore. The photo was the only clue to his forgotten past, a past wiped clean from his memory. He was determined to uncover the truth. His own identity depended on it. Nathan's fingers traced the faded inscription on the back of the photo, Erebus, our final hope. The words echoed in the silence of his small apartment. He had found the photograph tucked away in an old box, his name scrawled on the back in his own handwriting. He had no recollection of writing it, no memory of the ship, yet it called to him. This forgotten vessel, lost in the immensity of space, held the key to his past. He could feel it in the depths of his soul. Nathan spent weeks researching, poring over old star charts and databases. He found scant information about the Erebus. It was a ghost, vanished without a trace. But Nathan refused to give up. The photograph was a beacon, a lifeline to his forgotten self. He secured a position on a research team heading to the Cygnus Arm, the last known location of the Erebus. He didn't know what he would find, but he knew he had to go. The photograph, his only link to the past, beckoned him into the unknown. His heart pounded with a mixture of fear and anticipation. The past was a locked door, and the Erebus held the key. He was about to unlock a mystery that had haunted him for as long as he could remember. He just hoped he was ready for what he might find on the other side. The space station orbited a desolate planetoid, its cold, metallic corridors reflecting the harsh glare of a nearby star. It was a lonely outpost, a solitary sentinel in the vast expanse of space. Nathan felt the isolation seep into his bones. He could feel the presence of the Erebus, a ghost ship lurking somewhere in the darkness. He could practically taste the anticipation. The research team was led by Dr. Lena Voronov, a woman whose sharp intellect was only surpassed by her icy demeanor. She tolerated Nathan's presence, his obsession with the Erebus piquing her scientific curiosity more than anything else. "It's just a derelict ship, Kade," she said, her voice as sharp as a scalpel. "Don't expect any grand revelations." But Nathan felt it. He felt the pull of the Erebus. It was more than just a ship. It was a phantom limb, a missing piece of himself. He spent his days studying the data, searching for any trace of the vessel. He felt a growing unease, a prickling sensation on the back of his neck, as if he were being watched. The station's sterile environment amplified the feeling, making him feel exposed and vulnerable. One evening, while reviewing sensor logs, Nathan stumbled upon an anomaly. A faint energy signature, fluctuating like a dying heartbeat, emanated from a nearby sector, the sector where the Erebus was last charted. The discovery sent a chill down his spine. The Erebus, it seemed, was no longer a ghost story. Nathan presented his findings to Dr. Voronov. Her skepticism was evident in the tight line of her lips. "An energy signature proves nothing, Kade," she said, her voice betraying a hint of annoyance. It could be anything. But Nathan saw a flicker of something else in her eyes, a spark of curiosity she couldn't completely hide. He knew she felt it too, the pull of the unknown. The team prepared a reconnaissance mission to the coordinates of the energy signature. As they prepped the shuttle, Nathan couldn't shake off the feeling of dread that had settled over him. The whispers in the back of his mind grew louder, urging him closer to the Erebus, yet warning him of its secrets. On the shuttle, he met the mission specialist, Amara Day. Her calm demeanor and knowing eyes hinted at a depth rarely seen in the coldness of space. The void whispers. "Nathan," she said, her voice barely a murmur. "It remembers what we forget. Her words struck a chord within him, resonating with the emptiness he felt. He wanted to ask her what she meant, but the roar of the shuttle engines drowned out his words. As they approached the coordinates, the shuttle's sensors picked up the derelict vessel. It was even more imposing than in the photograph, its vastness dwarfing their small craft. The Erebus hung in the void, a silent monument to a forgotten journey. And as they drew closer, Nathan felt a sense of overwhelming despair emanating from the vessel. It was like a siren's call, drawing him in, promising answers, yet threatening to consume him entirely.